First of all, I want to thank you guys for participating with us in the 30th anniversary. These are our coaching assistants from the Master Practitioner training, which is, we have more coaching assistants to this training than some trainings I've taught.
I can vouch for that.
So that's good. So we're gonna start asking questions, or you're gonna start asking questions, and we're gonna answer them.
So this is a new series of video conversations that we're going to be posting on NLPcoaching.com. And you guys are all NLP trained. Some of you are doing trainings already. Some of you are working with people and coaching one-on-one, business, private. So this is going to be a great opportunity for other people to see what you're doing, what questions do you have, and it's just a very relaxed type of conversation. That's why they're called conversations. Mm-hmm. So this is really cool. We're tickled you're here. Thank you.
Fun.
Thank you, everybody. And
I'm having fun.
I'm having fun too.
You just scared away the introverts, sorry.
I was going to start off and say, hi, I'm James from Henderson, Nevada.
You are?
Yeah.
I would like to start the whole conversation tonight. I would like to start the whole conversation with asking Bobbi. Can I say your age, Bobbi?
Yes.
Bobbi's 87.
Oh.
Wow. You're never too old to learn.
Rex not far behind. Rex, you're 85, right? 83. Good for you. So my question for you guys is, you've been around for a long time.
Yes.
You've been around in this field virtually for what, 25 years or so, right?
Yes.
How do you do it? How do you do staying so awake, so young, so your mind is so active? You're still coming to a training.
Yes. I think continuing to study and learn new things is the secret. If you stay home and feel sorry for yourself and watch Ma Perkins on the TV, that's a radio show when I was young. You just vegetate and die on the vine. But keeping yourself interested in something that's changing and is so useful, to me, is the thing to do.
Cool.
Well, good for you. We're honored that you're back.
Thank you.
I've known Rex and Bobbi for a hell of a long time.
I have a first edition timeline therapy book that Tad autographed for me in 1989.
Cool.
I think it was one of the first books out of the box at an AIH convention.
Yep. Yep. And who would have thunk it?
Right.
That we've been going on for this long.
Oh, people will talk.
Well, your husband's here. My wife's here. Now that I think about it. Don't take it personally. No.
So what questions do you have, guys? What would you like to share that would be beneficial and of interest to any other viewers of this conversation?
I have a question.
Okay.
My name's Natasha. I'm from Atlanta, Canada. And I'm wondering about people that come who have done inner child work. And they refer to themselves, you know, the me now, the me as a child, the me now, the me as a child. And would you ever do something like a parts integration to integrate those two parts of the self to increase congruency?
First of all, I've had a lot of experience with inner child graduates. Or, I don't know, actually, the more I think about it, I don't think you ever graduate from inner child. But I had a guy who said, I don't have any, right in the middle of the Secret of Creating Your Future seminar, and he said, I don't have any more sadness. I said, what do you mean? He said, well, I've been doing inner child work for 5 years, and I really know my sadness now. And I said, gee, that's really funny, but do you have any sadness? He said, oh no, it's all handled. I've come to grips with it. I said, no. Do you have any sadness in your past? And he said, yes, I do. And he started crying. And I'm not trying to knock inner child work. I'm just saying that they don't release the negative emotions in that process. So the first thing you need to know is that inner child work has you re-access sad memories. It basically works. It works a lot on sadness. So they have you re-access sadness, which adds to the gestalt of sadness. It adds to the chain. So if you had 5 sad episodes, you do inner child work and you'll have 6. And the next time you do inner child work, you'll have 7. And the next time you do inner child work, you'll have 8. Because they keep re-accessing the memories. So they re-access the memories in the now. So you have that plus the now experience. So the first thing you need to know about inner child work is that it really is detrimental to letting go of negative emotions. I mean, if that's your intention. What they learn is how to live with their sadness. They learn how to come to grips with their sadness. They learn how to get in touch with their inner child. And they do. And they do. But they don't let go of sadness, which means it still is a problem. And people who have been in inner child work for a long time, you'll notice that their faces, this is a mind read on my part for sure, but you'll notice their faces look real sad. Mm-hmm. So
they identify with their sadness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first thing to answer your question is you need to let go of sadness for these people. They need to let go of sadness. They need to let go of sadness, and then they need to, if they have, what did you say? What kind of child?
Just doing inner child work, and would you integrate it so that they become more congruent? Like I've had a client that's, they refer to themselves as the me now, and then the me as a child, and the me now, and the little me, right? So
that's another part.
Yeah, exactly.
And so what the technique did was it installed parts.
Yeah.
So what they have is they have greater incongruency now.
I also have a philosophical problem with that. And that's by observing the state of maturity of many people in our societies from wherever we are in the world. And many people, adults, are not really grown up. Mm. So I think one of the things that is possible only after you let go of negative emotions from the past, that process in and of itself makes it possible for you to really grow up.
Especially if your past is holding you back with negative emotions. Mm-hmm. So to answer your question, I would say yes, do parts integration. But first of all, inner child work focuses on sadness. So first of all, let go of sadness, because that's going to be the major emotion in that process. They will build it up and build it up and build it up, and then it's too much.
Yeah. I was thinking of how much actually sadness becoming part of one person's identity, that in and of itself blocks a person. Because you can't be anything else and you can't progress. Because you are caught in that web of sadness that comes from your past. And as I think of it, I envision it as like pulling. You have strings that are elastic, and you're pulling and they pull you back, and you're pulling forward and they pull you back, and you're there. So when you let go of the sadness, you virtually take those strings off you. And of course, this is like in any procedure with timeline therapy. The question is, did that person really have enough of that sadness? Consciously and unconsciously, or is any grudge left? Sometimes people persist in having negative emotions, as you probably have seen in the trainings or in the situation with your coaching when you do. People persist in having negative emotions when they have something to show in their minds or literally to somebody else. See, because of you, I am suffering so much now. And that's true with anger, and that's true with sadness, and that's true even with fear sometimes. Fear is a different issue. Fear is really a different issue. Fear is not even real. Fear is not even real, and when I say it's not even real, it's something that we learn. We learn to be afraid.
We have more to talk about in this conversation. and we'll do it in the next episode. So come and join us.